Hey guys, how we all doing? Today I am going to design a 3x4 card with you to show you how you can do different things. So first I'm going to start off, I'm going to insert and I'm going to search for a tag. So I hope everyone's doing really good. I decided to throw out another tag or another card because this is going to be like a bonus card. I have a face stamp that I've been wanting to use and I kept on forgetting about it. So this is going to be a bonus Christmas tag card. Okay guys, so I have that. Then I want to search for a star pattern. So I'm going to put star in here. And then I'm going to scroll down and I have this pattern right here. And this is from the Cricut cartridge, Close to My Heart art booking. But if you don't have this cartridge, you can find another different type of star pattern, okay? Then I'm going to look for a snowman. And I'm going to scroll down to the snowman that I want to use. And it's down here. Excuse me if I'm going fast. And I thought this snowman was so stinking cute, so I had to use it. Now I don't see it, but I know that it's in the Snow Friends cartridge. So let me click on there so I can see all the snowmen. And the snowman that I'm going to use is this one right here. So I'm going to insert that also. So here goes my patterns, okay? Now what I want to do, I want to ungroup this because I want to high contour the face. And if I high contour the face, I want to hide the nose. And then let me bring you guys in a little bit so we can see. Now guys, this is how I design. Most people don't design like this. Some people do. It all depends. Okay, I don't want these, so I'm going to X that out. Then I want to high contour the eyes over here because I don't need it. Why? Because I am going to stamp a face. And if I could high contour all of the buttons before it clears, I'll be doing better off, okay? Then I'm going to come down here to the snowman. And then I'm going to high contour all of these. And you know, sometimes I wish that to high contour, I wish it was like a release compound. So you don't have to keep on doing all of these. And I'm doing all of this. I didn't want that. Undo. Okay, let me zoom out. Oops. Okay. So I want to high contour the eyes. And guys, this takes a lot of time on the computer, but if you have the iPad, oh my God, it's 10 times faster. So just make believe like I high contoured the face, okay? So I don't spend that much time. Now, I want this to go down a little bit more. I don't want it to be so high. So I'm going to bring these down like that. Then I think I'm going to high contour these lines right here, which I could probably do really quick. And then I high contour all these buttons too, for the simple fact I didn't want to cut out the small little pieces for the buttons. So what I ended up doing was moving this out the way, bringing these down a little bit to like here. Then I took both of the shapes and then I sliced them. so then you can see the holes. But before I do that, let me ungroup, because whenever you alterating a shape, you need to remember to duplicate. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to duplicate this cut because I want a solid black base in the back. Okay, now we're going to take both of these shapes and then we're going to slice the buttons through the image. Okay, so here goes the image, and now I'm going to put it on top of the black layer that I made. And then I got the shoes right here. Okay, and let me kind of bring this to the back so you guys can see. Okay, now just don't look at the eyes. Okay, so now I got my scarf that's going to go down here. Okay, so now I have my cut right there. Now I want to make this tag, and I want to size this at 3 inches by 4. Okay, come on, 3 inches, 3.00. And then I want to mark this at 4.00. Okay, so let me increase you guys so you can see what I'm doing. And let me kind of put all of these together. And I'm going to group them. And whenever you guys are creating, I want to ungroup this tag shape, and I want to high contour the middle part. I don't want the circle. Okay, so then now I have this piece. Now I want to make a snow bank. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert a shape, and then I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to make it as wide as the cut. And I just wanted to go, let me rearrange this to the front so you guys can see what I'm talking about. As you guys can see, that's a little bit too big, so I just want a little mount like that. Then I'm going to slice this, and this is going to give me my shape. Okay, so now I want to go to the layers panel, and I want to go to white because that's going to be a white base. Okay, so now that I got these shapes, I want to delete them. Now I want to make a couple of layers, or one layer for my image. So I want to go right there, and I'm going to duplicate. And you know, I did this wrong. Let me undo this. Okay. So now I'm just going to delete that piece. I'm going to leave this right here. Now I want to duplicate this. I want to line it up. So I'm going to take both of my shapes, and I'm going to go to the line tool, and I'm going to center it horizontal. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to make it one size a little bit bigger to kind of give it some layers. And then you can adjust it the way you want. If it don't look uniform, you can unlock it and then just squeeze it over just a tad bit. Bring it down, squeeze it back that way. Okay, let's say that looks good. Okay, then I'm going to go and I'm going to duplicate the second shape. Then I'm going to bring it over here, and then I'm going to make my layer. And then I'm going to slice. And here goes my snowbank, and now I'm going to go and I'm going to change it into white. I want to do this back layer in black. Okay, and then I got this in white, and that's going to go right down there like my snowbank. Now, I end up doing another step further. And let me go back into the images because I'm missing one more cut. I want to use a hat. So I'm gonna go and scroll down and find the hat that I used. And it's this one, and this is from Pooh and Friends. And I should have just clicked on the hat. Okay, here it goes. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to insert it. Now what I want to do, I want to take this hat and I want to measure it down to the size that I need for the snowman. And I think that looks good, guys. Okay, then I'm going to weld all, not weld, but I'm going to group all of these together. Okay, now I want to take this other layer and I'm going to duplicate it because I want to have a star background. Okay, so now I don't know where's my star background at. Did I bring it in? Okay, here it goes. So now I want to delete these buttons and I'm going to bring you guys in. So now what I want to do, I want to use this star background to make a pattern on my paper. Bring it to the front. Then I'm going to kind of measure it to where I want it. And that looks good right there. And I'm going to leave it just like that. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to slice. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate this cut because I want this bottom half. So let me see if I could insert another shape. And that looks good. Okay, then I'm going to insert another shape. I probably inserted already two. So let me bring you guys out a little bit. Okay, so now I want to take my shape and I want to bring it down here because I want this bottom layer and then I'm gonna press shift on my computer and get both of these together, and then I'm going to slice because I want this piece. I could delete that and I could get rid of this. Now I want to take both of these shapes together. And then I want to join both of these together. And I want to line them up, but you see that one, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, so I got both of those lined up. Then I'm going to take them both layers, and I'm going to group them. Well, not group them. I'm just going to connect them together. I'm going to press weld. So now I have my layer piece. I wish that they would not limit the space on your Cricut mat to where you have to keep on moving it with the arrows. I wish that if you was just moving this way, it would just keep on moving. But, you know, we can all wish. We can all wish. Okay. So now that I got that, I kind of want to cut this down just a little bit more. And then I'm going to slice because it was a little bit too big. And that's too small. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to I need it to be like below the stars because I want the whole sheet to be the stars. So let's try this one right here. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to take both of the cuts together. I'm going to press slice. Then I'm going to take my cut right here and see. And that looks good right there. So now I could get rid of these things right here. Okay. And then I'm not sure. Oh, I made a boo-boo. God, I made a boo-boo. Okay, so then I'm just going to take and duplicate this shape because I want it to and I won't be able to make it. So then I'm just going to duplicate this piece and I'm just going to make another one. Hopefully I line it up the right way. Let's see. Okay, so it's a 3 by 4. And then I want to color this white so we can see where we at. Okay, and there goes the layer. I think this is the same size. Just about, just a little bit bigger. Okay, so then this is going to be for my inside panel. Okay, now let's start creating the card. Now for the card base, I want to duplicate the base of the tag. Then I'm going to line it up. So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to center. And let me color this tag a different color so we can see. And then after we center it that way, as you can see, it's not centered. Okay, so then I want to do with this, I want to go to the edit panel and I want to flip vertically. And then you can use your arrows. Let me see. Then you can use your arrows to bring it up so then you can weld the two pieces together. Oops, I went too much. And the reason why I'm using the arrow key is because I don't want to get it on a different size. Okay, so that's as close as I'm going to go. And I want to take both of my images and I'm going to go to the layer panel and I'm going to press weld. And these two images should weld together and it seemed like it didn't, so let me undo this. And let me just bring it down just a tad bit more. Okay, so now I'm just going to take both of these shapes and I'm going to press weld. So here goes your card base. Then you're going to bring your star layer, which I have right here, and bring it to the front. And then I'm going to line that up right there. Then I'm going to take my snow ledge and I'm going to adjust that to the front also and line it up. And it looks good right there. Then I'm going to take my snowman and I'm going to, since it's all grouped together, I want to bring this to the front to see how it's going to look. And as you guys can see, it looks really good. Then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to flip this up so I can layer this on top of here. Okay. And then I wanted 2 layers on the inside. So then in order for me to do that, I would take that shape, go back to the layers panel, duplicate it, change the color so you know exactly what you're doing. Line these 2 up. And if you can't line them up like that, you go to the line tool button and line that up. Then I would want to make this a little bit smaller. And then there goes another layer from my card, guys. So I'm going to go to my table. And I'm going to cut all of this out. And then I'm going to show you how to put this small little card together. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, so here goes all my card pieces that I end up cutting out on the Explorer. And I end up using, you can either use the score line that's in the Cricut design space, or you can use your Martha Stewart scoreboard and just line it up in the middle to where you would like your score to go, and then just make a score line and then fold it, and that will be your card. And you see, as you can see, it lines up perfect. Okay, so now let's start putting everything together. Now I want to put my snowman together, so I'm just going to take my snowman and I'm going to add some glue. And I'm going to try to do this a little bit fast. And I'm trying to show you online, not online, but on the camera. I usually don't show you how I put my images together, but today, you're in luck, guys. And okay, and there goes one part. Then I'm going to take my shoes. And let me get my tweezers. It will be so much faster. Let me bring you guys down just a tad bit. And that's probably too low. Right there. Then I'm going to add the shoes, which are the snowman's boots. And I'm going to put the other one on. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay. And these layers are really simple. And I cut out 2 of the white layer pieces because I wanted it to be a little bit thicker. So now I'm just going to put some glue on the back of the white. And then I'm going to attach it to the black because the black is going to act like my buttons. So instead of me cutting small little pieces to go for my buttons, and that looks good right there. Okay, and then the next thing is I end up cutting one of the the covers, not the covers, the scarf. I cut one a little bit smaller because I wanted the back piece to show. And I don't need no glue all the way over there. And now I'm just going to line it up with the curve of his neck. It's going to go right there. And that looks good right there. Then for his hat, I'm only going to add it, glue on the top portion, well, the bottom portion. And I want the hat to go like right about there. Okay, now I'm going to get my Misty. And I'm going to position this in the middle. Then the face that I want to use is this cute stinking face. Oh my god. I can either use Snow Sucks face assortment, which is this one that the tongue sticking out, or this one that has eyes with the nose broken. So I think I'm going to use this one. So let me get my stamp out. And for some reason, Okay, now this is not good at all. I'm gonna have to contact Peachy Keen Face Stamps and let them know that I ended up buying this, and this is brand new. I just pulled it out and I wanted to use this face right here. Well, I have this set, and this set is called Raggedy Dolls Teddy Bear and Face Assortment. And as you can see, it has all the faces on this one, which is pretty cool. But, oh my God, I can't believe this. I should have looked at this. But you know, sometimes you don't think anything of it. And it was probably a simple mistake, which, you know, around the holidays or when you're running a sale, I totally understand. But this one's supposed to be Everyday Character Snow Face Assortment. And this is the same face stamps as this one. So, I have 2 of these, which I only needed 1 set. So, I'm going to have to contact her and see if she can help me out here. So I will not be using the cute face stamp that I wanted to use, which is perfectly fine. I can use the other one. Okay, let me put this back in its spot. Oops, sorry guys. And I'll just put this one back in later. Okay, so I guess I am going to be stuck with the Snow Suck Face Assortment. So let's do that. And look at how cute, guys. I just love it. So I guess I will be using the one with the tongue. So that face looked good right there. Or should I make it bigger? No, this size. This size looked perfectly good. Okay, so now I just want to line it up in a slant. But before I stamp it, I always use my handy dandy sheet. And this sheet is, I end up going to the FedEx printing spot. And I printed this grid on transparency. Mine's is already running out, but it's still usable. And what I like to do when I'm doing this, let me bring you guys up. I like to position my stamp where I want it. And before this is what's so good about the Misty, guys. I mean, I love this right here. I am not the perfect stamper. That's why I invested my money in it. But guys, it's all well worth it. You don't waste no paper at all. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stamp this on the transparency and see how it looks on my card. And I think that looks so stinking cute. But I think I'm going to position it another way to give it another design. Then I'm just going to take this and dry this part off, and then I'm going to clean my stamp and dry it up because I want to position it a different way. So let's see if it looks good, like right there. Okay. I think it's gonna look pretty cute right there. Okay, so let's try one more time before I do the full stamp. And that looks good. Perfect. Oh my God, I just love it. Okay, so now for my piece not to move, I'm gonna put the magnet right there. Then I'm gonna ink my stamp up again. First, to make sure, I'm going to clean it and then re-stamp it so it don't have a smear to it. Okay, and that looks good right there. Now I'm just going to take it and close my door, press very lightly, and look at how cute that is, guys. Oh my God, I just love it. I thank you so much for spending some time with me. I so do appreciate it. Oh my God. Okay. So, there goes my image. Now, I have this orange, and I'm just gonna slightly do the tongue. Let me move this out the way. And then for the nose, I want it to be I'm just looking for a marker that is going to make it look good, and I can't find one, and that's not good. Okay, let me just slightly do the nose. Okay, then I have my chalk from Pebbles. And I'm just going to give it some shadows to the cheeks. And that looks good. I'm going to do the other side. Okay. So there goes my focus. There goes my snowman. I thought he'd come out so cute. He didn't come out that bad. Okay, now let's start layering the card. Now for the card, here goes the inside insert, and then my outer layer. So now I'm just going to take my ATG, and I'm going to run some tape around this tag. Oops, sorry guys. And then I'm going to line this up. And that looks good right there. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it to the inside. Okay, and there goes the inside. And for the sentiment, okay, so I'm going to use 2 stamp sets. I'm going to use the Scrappy Mom stamp set, Writing on the Wall, and I'm going to use Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to use the Snow Days from Cards TV, and I'm going to use There's No One Like You. Okay. So I'm going to get my Misty out again. Let me move that to the side. Then I'm going to position this down, and I'm going to have it straight, lined up with my grid. Okay, and then I'm going to put my magnet. Then I'm going to put right down here, There's Nobody Like You. And then I'm going to put this down here. Okay. And I think that looks good right there. So Sorry guys, I'm all out of frame. Okay. Ah! No, I just didn't do that. I got it all over the place. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, I fixed my boo-boo. Ooh, was it a boo-boo? So now I'm just going to line the white part up. Okay, so now let's line this up one more time. So make sure that it don't move. And with that being said, I'm going to add another one. And you got to be careful with these magnets. These things will clip your fingers. Okay, so then I want to put this like in the middle because I think I am going to put that "There's Nobody Like You" in the front. Okay, so now that I got my stamp, I'm just going to ink it up really good. Make sure it's all inked up. And then add that right to the middle. And then I think I'm going to ink it up one more time because it didn't come out too sharp. Perfect. So now I'm just going to take my baby wipe and I'm going to take this off. Then for my sentiment, I think I want to bring this one here and I'm going to line it up. Then I just got to see exactly where would I be able to. I think I could put it right here in the middle. That looks good. Okay, let me move this out to the side. Make sure my sentiment is lined up straight, and it is. Then I'm going to stamp on glitter, guys. So in order for you to do this, you have to use StazOn. And that's if I don't ink up my whole fingers either. You have to use StazOn when you're inking anything that is like glitter or metallic paper. And then I'm just going to kind of make sure that it gets ink on there. Which my StazOn is a little bit dry. Then I'm going to add this right to the middle. Then I'm going to stamp it one more time so it gives it a darker stamp. You see why I love my Misty, guys? Because I used to stamp and always make boo-boos. And I think I'm going to stamp it one more time. The snow does not look too... I just got to make sure which side is the wettest. And that is off. That is not good. Okay, guys, I'm back. I end up fixing... Excuse me, guys. I end up fixing my cut. So now, I just recut another piece. And that happens a lot. As you go along, you know. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add this right there to the middle and make sure it's in the middle. And that looks good right there. Now I'm going to take my StazOn again. And when you're working with StazOn, you got to be careful with this Misty because it does stain. Okay. think that looks good, but for some reason the snow is not coming out too dark. It could be the glitter right there in that section. Okay, that looks good enough. Okay, so now I have my sentiment on. Let me close up my ink pads. Okay guys, sorry, my memory was full. So anyway, so now what I ended up doing while I was waiting was I ended up using the stamp set of a Christmas tree from our creative, my creative time with Emma, from our house family to yours. And I put that little, how you call it, Christmas tree, because it was kind of too empty for my liking. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to layer all of this down. So now I want to take my ATG just for the bottom, and then for around the stars I'm gonna end up using some wet glue, since I can't get in the spot with the ATG. Okay, and I'm just adding some glue to the sides to make sure that they are here. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to center it right in the middle. And that looks good right there. Let me move it over a little bit more. Okay, so there goes the piece right there. So now I'm just going to take my ATG, and I'm also going to use some wet glue also, because this is like a foil paper metallic. So I want to make sure that it's going to adhere. That looks good right there. Okay guys, this is looking so cute. And I'll be giving this to one of the people that I know with their present. See how cute that is? There's no one like you. Have a Merry Christmas. Okay, so now for my snowman, I think I want to pop him up. And that's a bummer that I couldn't use the stamp, face stamp that I wanted to use, but that's alright. I'm not upset. I'm not mad, you know. I'm pretty sure once I contact them, everything will be taken care of just fine. I love Kathy. She is an amazing artist. I mean, she's awesome. She has some talent. Some talent. And everything's freehand, you know. And that talent right there is 10 times better. Okay, so now I'm just going to add this right in the middle to kind of support it. And then I'm going to add some to the bottom. And then to the arms. Of course. Now, I'm sorry that, well, I'm not going to say I'm sorry, because I showed you the whole entire, how I designed my card, how I put it all together. The only thing that I didn't show was me cutting the paper out. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my snowman. He is so stinking cute. I just love that tongue. And I'm going to add them right here. Look at how cute, guys. So there it goes. There goes my bonus Christmas card tag, which is a 3x4, and it's the perfect size. And you can stand it up. You can add a little hole to the edge over here, and you can run a string if you guys will want. I left you a little area if you wanted to write, or not, just cut another piece of one of these layers and then put it on the other side. So there goes my card, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys have an awesome holiday. I'm just so glad this year is almost over. And there you go, guys. So thank you so much. If you like this video, please thumbs up, comment, follow me on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Periscope. I never know what I'm going to do whenever, you know, I just feel like doing. It's like, for instance, this card. I wasn't going to make no more cards, but I woke up this morning. Focus. I woke up this morning wanting to make and use that face stamp, and this is what I came out with, which I couldn't use the face, but that's definitely all right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please, like I said, thumbs up and press that subscribe button. I so do appreciate your comments, your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I had an awesome 2015 year. I cannot wait to see what 2016 brings. I'm hoping that it's going to bring some amazing, amazing things. So thank you, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.